Well, Jesse Edwards is our guest, the man of the hour, after a 7.6 rebound performance off the bench in the Orange's lopsided win against Miami on Tuesday night. And Jesse, first of all, thanks for joining us and congrats. That was a nice splash to see you make in limited playing time and to come in and play a big role.
Thanks, man, and no problem for being there. It's my pleasure. Yeah, I'm happy the way it packed out. I'm really happy we got the win mostly, and I could be a part of it.
It must be fun to get thrown in there, but exhilarating at the same time. And maybe you can put us through the emotions of that. And to be fair, you're thrown into the game because Marek had 2 early fouls. I know you've wanted more playing time, and everybody wants to see the depth at that position. But you go from seated on the bench to in there and having to contribute right away. But put us in that moment if you can.
Yeah, as anybody will tell you, I talked to a couple ex-players, obviously, since I got here, Bowie, Ethan Thomas, and they all told me, you're gonna get a chance. You're gonna get a chance, and when you do, you got to take it. You just got to be ready every game, and I've been doing that, and I hope I made a good influence, and I mostly hope I can keep doing it. But I just keep ready every game, and every chance I get, I go out there and try to take it.
You have such a great attitude and personality. Your energy is infectious. How much is that part of the basketball that you go out there and you're 6'11", 7 foot, whatever, and with that and some energy, you're bound to do something.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I said, yeah. I mean, I've been practicing a lot, even extra the last 2 months, and that gives more confidence when you get on the court because you've been doing extra, and you've been doing more, and I feel like that's helped me even more in the last, like I said, 2-3 months maybe, and it translated to the court, and I felt good out there. I felt strong and fast, and I could use what I've been given, with my length and everything, and I'm really happy.
The scouting report on you, Jesse, is a polished offensive player. Certainly you have more to gain, but a skilled offensive player. You know how to put the ball in the basket. You shot over 70% from the field last year in limited duty. You have a knack for spacing and passing the ball. Where does that aspect of your game come from? And I know you're still working on that with Coach Griffin all the time. Where can you develop offensively?
Where it comes from, probably because I was a skinny guy before, man. I didn't have
You were a skinny guy?
Yeah. I didn't have a lot of strength to throw around when I was younger, so I had to rely on other things. And obviously in Europe, maybe there's a more of a drilling on that when you're coached, and I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a lot of work still to be done. So I'm working with Griff on, you could basically say anything and everything on the offense and defense. But yeah, no, it's just a base. I think I got a good base, and it's just about taking steps on every strength that I have and keeping its strength and getting my weaknesses, and
Sure. I've heard you talk about the defensive end and film study. What's most important for you in the development on the defensive end? You've got to learn a zone defense, which I'm sure you didn't play before college, and then playing at the college level, scouting players, that type of thing. How does that all come along for you?
It's definitely new. But it's only there to help you. Like scouting, for example, it's only there to prepare you for the game, get you ready for what you're about to face. And it's the zone, for one, is something you just gotta learn. Really, I've been watching like old games, how it's changed over the years. I've been seeing like the whole idea behind it. I'm starting to find out, what the whole. Obviously, I knew all the positions last year, but I was starting to find out what the whole idea and the whole motor behind it is, and it's helped me to understand where I can maybe cheat a little, or like where I can't. And it's a whole process. That's for sure.
Is there an example of something that you shared that you can share with us that you've picked up here recently that maybe wasn't immediately obvious to you that now you sort of kind of get it? I mean, one that we always say is talking about the zone. Well, it helps in transition offense, right? Because you're not stuck to individual opposing players for the other team. You're facing the basket you're going to. And so when Syracuse has been at its very best defensively, the transition offensive game is excellent, and you guys have the potential for that. But what's something that you're kind of picking up as you go along here? You're in graduate school on the defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to give away all our secrets.
No, I understand. Just a little nugget is what I was thinking about.
No. Yeah, that's it's a lot more like intricate than I thought at first. I thought, oh, this is my zone, and it's just anybody who gets in there, I'm going all over him or whatever.
Sure.
But
well, I think the fans the fans sort of understand. They see players on other teams and they say, well, why doesn't Syracuse have a 6'11", 250-pound guy?
Yeah,
well, one of the reasons they don't is because of what is asked of that person defensively, and you're more capable of covering the ground that needs to be covered by the center in this zone defense. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, it's there's a lot more that comes to it than what you think at first. Like, or why is he not there? You think like, oh, it's when somebody scores, it's often the fault of the guy you don't even think it is. It's everybody helping everybody, and often there's two guys or maybe even three guys in your zone, and then the other guy's got to come down and help you out, or the other way around. When there's nobody in your zone, you got to like inch up forward a little bit when check out, like make sure the other guy's an overload. There's a whole thing around it, and I'm really starting to understand it like better when, like I said, I can cheat up or not, or all those kinds of things.
All right, we'll get back to the chalkboard demonstration another time. Let's just finish up with a thought, Jesse, on your personal background and being one of the foreign-born players on this team and being European. I think people are intrigued. What has this last several months been like for you? So the season ended in March, and everybody knows it's shut down for a while and they go to their homes. How about you? When did you get back to Europe, and what was it like there? How long did it take before you were kind of back here, and did that affect your basketball development at all?
It was a weird off season, that's for sure. I went back with everybody else at the start or at the end of last season.
Mid-March.
Yeah, in March, and I was home for a while, and it was a full lockdown, I guess, like everywhere in the world, pretty much. And obviously, anybody couldn't really do anything, so it wasn't really good for anybody's development for sure. And after a while, I started to be able to, play, like get with my old teammates or everybody or guys I knew who were also playing in America, and we started playing pickups, just training, whatever, just starting to get back in shape. And that's what I pretty much started to build up a little bit before I came back. That's pretty much how it went basketball-wise. And for the rest, I just hung out with the family, which was obviously something I don't get to do a lot. So that was great.
Sure. Well, glad you got to enjoy that. You're back here. You're in the mix now. Looking forward to seeing what the next step is for you. So thanks for the time.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Thank you.